on YouTube? It's the Bushy Beard, and I'm back, and I'm bushier than ever. And right now, we got Dave Black live at the BRITs 2020. This one was continually suggested. I had it written down somewhere who suggested it, but I have seemed to have lost it. So if you say you, I will recognize the name. So if you comment that you did it, I will pin your comment. So yes. But yeah, here we go. We're going to listen to Dave Black live at the BRITs 2020. I hear it's really good. And it's about kind of justice, I think. I believe he was saying. It's kind of like he was friends or something with a person who was wrongly convicted or something like that. So I'm going into it with kind of an open ear for that. But here we go. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. Already his piano skills are on point. I always wished that I could play the piano, but I never had the energy, the time, the will to actually learn it. So, yes, I'm not much of an instrument person. Also, I love the setup. It's a plain. It's beautiful. No distractions. Also, I do pause from time to time. Okay.
Black is beautiful, black is excellent. Black is pain, black is joy, black is evident. Working twice as hard as the people you know you're better than, cause you need to do double what they do so you can level them. Black is so much deeper than just African American. Our heritage been severed, you never got to experiment.
I love what's going on up here. I think that's fantastic. Wow, this is deep. This is it's a good song for sure.
So much deeper than just African American. Our heritage been severed, you never got to experiment with family trees. Cause they teach you out famine and greed. Show you pictures of our family on their knees. Tell us we used to be barbaric, we had actual queens. Black is watching child soldiers getting killed by other children, feeling sick so quick, this could have happened to me. Mommy watching, telling stories about your dad and your niece. Listen, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news.
Oh man, senseless death. Teen 17 stabbed to death over phone charger. Wow. You know, there is a lot of violence out there that's senseless, and a lot of people die and don't deserve to. It's definitely sad.
Listen, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news.
I guess not sad might not be the word. It's angry. It's maddening. I think. One second. I think any senseless death is a terrible death. And it's just sad, especially when somebody who's 17 years old with all of their life ahead of them dies.
And if he's white, you give him a chance, he's ill and confused. If he's black, he's probably armed, you see him and shoot. Look, black is growing up around the barbershop. Mommy saying stay away from trouble, you're in yard a lot. Studying for ages, appreciating the chance you got. Cause black is in your blood and you ain't even got the heart to stop. Black is stepping in for your brothers because your father's gone. Standing by your children when you haven't proven karma wrong.
I think this is one of the biggest things he says. Look, this is big, and there was a movement about. I won't get into the details of it, but this line right here.
Stepping in for your brothers because your father's gone.
When you're stepping in for your brother because your father's gone. I saw a post on Facebook the other day about like sometimes you are. What your legacy to the world is who you raise, and it kind of hit me, and I was like, look, men need to step up. Men need to take responsibility for the baby they made and not just for responsibility, not just take the responsibility for making it, but take the responsibility for raising it. Your responsibilities don't end in the bedroom, man. You need to grow up, you need to man up, and you need to show up. Even if you're not together with the mother of the baby, you need to be in that kid's life, that boy's life, that girl's life. They need both the mother and the father figure. And I think that's an important thing.
Blood and you ain't even got the heart to stop. Black is stepping in for your brothers because your father's gone. Standing by your children when you haven't proven karma wrong. Black is doing all of the above, then going corner shop. Trying to help a lady cross the road to have her walking off.
Oh, is this a Joyner Lucas kind of thing? Oh man.
Growing up around your family and making it, being forced to leave the place you love because there's hate in it. People say you're faking it, never stay for changing it. But black is being jealous, you'd be dead if you had stayed in it. Black is struggling to find your history and tracing it. You don't know the truth about your race because they're erasing it. Black has got a really sour flame in it.
You don't know the truth about your race because they're erasing it. That's tough. And then they're talking about like, you don't know your ancestry and your genealogy because it's so hard to trace. Interesting.
You don't know the truth about your race because they're erasing it. Black has got a really sour flavor. Here's a taste of it, but black is all I know. There ain't a thing that I would change in it.
Is this gonna be a Joyner Lucas kind of joint where it's like both sides? If so, that's deep.
Look, black isn't a single color, man, there's shades to it. Her hair straight.
I think it's just as deep though having a white person play the piano for him. I think that speaks volumes too.
Look, black isn't a single color, man, there's shades to it. Her hair straight and thick, but mine's got waves in it. Black is not divisive, they've been lying and I'm hating it. Black has never been a competition, we're all making it. Black is deadly. Black is when you're freezing in your home and you can't get sleep but never feeling empty cause you got 20 cousins in your country living stress-free, walking for their water daughter wrapped inside a bed sheet. Black is distant. It's representing countries that never even existed while your grandmother was living. Black is my Ghanaian brother reading into scriptures, doing research on his lineage, finding out that he's Egyptian. Black is people.
Jeez, finding out that he's Egyptian. This is deep, y'all. This is a good song. I love it. I've been sleeping on it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys continued to. I'm glad you continued to push me on it. This is good. This is good.
Brother reading into scriptures, doing research on his lineage, finding out that he's Egyptian. Black is people naming your countries and what they trade most. Coast of Ivory, Gold Coast, and the Grain Coast. But most importantly, to show how deep all of this pain goes.
Black is naming your country by what you trade most.
You're finding out that he's Egyptian. Black is people naming your countries and what they trade most. Coast of Ivory, Gold Coast, and the Grain Coast. But most importantly, to show how deep all of this pain goes. West Africa, Benin, they call it Slave Coast. Black is so confusing, cause the culture, they're in love with it. Take our features when they want and have their fun with it. Never seem to help with all the things you know will come with it. Loud in our laughter, silent in our suffering. Black is being strong.
Loud in our laughter, silent in our struggle. And you know what I like so much about this so far? It's like he's explaining it to people. He's not necessarily pointing fingers at anybody, but he's explaining like what it feels like for him or people he's met, people he knows. He's explaining it rather than casting judgment on people. And I think through the explanation, the people that need to hear it the most will pull something out of it and will listen instead of just, that doesn't apply to me, right? But because it's a story, it's more, people are more open to hear it. I think this is well done.
Things you know will come with it. Loud in our laughter, silent in our suffering. Black is being strong inside the face of defeat. Poverty made me a beast. I battled the law in the streets. We all struggle, but your struggle ain't a struggle like me. Well, how could it be when your people gave us the odds that we beat? I mean, bloody hell. What about our brothers that are stuck in jail that couldn't bust the bell? They held a burden, got to live with it. Black is being guilty until proven that you're innocent. Black is saying free all of my people stuck inside them prison cells.
I don't know necessarily enough about the British judicial system, but there are injustices done in America, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, I work to fix those wrongs. I think there are people who are blinded by winning and blinded by doing everything possible in order to try to get a conviction. And I think that those wrongs need to be righted, and that's why I plan on dedicating my life to work for the Innocence Project, to work for some kind of project where I can do something like that, because that's what I'm passionate about. Even if it means starting at the public defenders and working my way to it, like, that's where I want to be. And this hits home. It's like, look, and there's a time in American history where you were guilty and you had to prove your innocence, and hopefully that's long gone. But who knows?
Brothers that are stuck in jail that couldn't bust the bell, they held a burden, got to live with it. Black is being guilty until proven that you're innocent. Black is saying free all of my people stuck inside of prison cells. Think it's funny we ain't got nothing to say to them. Unconditional love is strange to them, it's amazing. Black has really got the sweetest flavor, here's a taste of it. But black is all I know, there ain't a thing that I would change in it. It is racist, whether or not it feels racist. The truth is, our prime ministers are real racist. They say you should be
calling them out. Prime Minister at this time, Boris Johnson, I believe.
No, it feels racist. The truth is, our prime ministers are real racist. They say you should be grateful we're the least racist. I say the least racist is still racist. And if somebody hasn't said it, equality's a right, it doesn't deserve credit. Now, if you don't want to get it, then you're never gonna get how the news treats Kate versus how they treated Meghan. Rest in peace, Jack.
Kate versus Meghan? Oh, the princesses. I don't know the press over there, but it was pretty big over here. I think there was a lot more going on with Kate and Meghan. Meghan being the first American to marry in. I think there was a little more going on, more so than just race, but I don't know. I don't live in Britain. I don't have anything to say, but I know it was huge here in America.
Then you're never gonna get how the news treats Kate versus how they treated Meghan. Rest in peace, Jack Merritt. You're my brother in arms. There's tears in our eyes and love in our hearts. We never had the same background, culture, color, or past, but you devoted your life to giving others a chance, and for that, I'm so taken aback, because he gave us all a voice. I have to say it for Jack. As a young black man that's seen paper and crack, giving tougher sentences, it's just paper and cracks. All he would want is unity, funding for communities.
But this right here, this whole concept of the piano in this, absolutely gorgeous.
Sentences, it's just paper and cracks. All he would want is unity, funding for communities, equal opportunities, people under scrutiny, no more immunity, way less hatred, more conservation, less deforestation. We want rehabilitation. Now that would be amazing. But Grenfell victims still need accommodation, and we still need support for the Windrush generation, reparations for the time our people spent on plantations. I'm done.
That was really good. That was very powerful. Very good, very well said. I think it hit the right points. I think he did it in a beautiful way, and I absolutely loved it. So it hits, it hits. Black is writing a song that deserves a Grammy but doesn't get nominated. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's talking about Joyner Lucas, which that blew my mind. Wow. I mean, he's not. He shouted out a white guy in his song. Oh, wait, what? Maybe somebody, I guess, got deleted. But that was interesting. That was really good. I liked it a lot. Very, very powerful. Very beautiful. Very well spoken. Everything about it very well. I didn't mean spoken, but delivered. Very well delivered. I haven't listened to a whole lot of UK rap, but that was legit. I loved it. So, anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. Not gonna hurt me, or you can give it a thumbs up because it's not gonna hurt you. If you're new, subscribe. I would love to hear more Dave. And I take that back. I have heard a little bit of. I started a couple freestylers back in the day, but if you want more Dave, let me know, because that was fire. Anyways, until next time, YouTube. Smile like you mean it. From The Bushy Beard.